All right, guys, last time you saw we pulled out all the stumps thanks to Paragon Ridge Ranch, so go say thanks to them for us. But we need to get the grain bin over here, so we need to build a house pad. Trying to do this ourselves. You literally cannot make this up. I just started and a pin broke. It always happens, but the best thing to do, instead of freaking out, find a solution, just keep moving forward. It'll be all right. All right, so as you can tell, there are sticks and everything through here. We're just gonna comb through the best we can, get the big stuff. Really don't wanna leave this in there if you don't have to. All right, guys, we got a little bit cleared out. So now we're gonna use our secret weapon. We're gonna use it over here in the shaded area because it's supposed to be able to see about 30 foot in the light, but you can't. You can see maybe 10, 15 feet. So over here in the shadow, this side is gonna be a lot better than going that way. It slopes down that way. So let's see what this way is doing. All right, so just a quick assessment with the laser. As it goes that way, it's sloping down. As it goes that way, it's sloping down. So the whole thing kind of slopes in that direction, which we already knew, but luckily, from side to side, we're talking maybe the slab length that we need is gonna be like 6 inches, but when it's going this direction, it's probably gonna be about a foot, which we already knew because we have our deck and we already kind of knew how it somewhat goes. So what I'm gonna try to do is stake some stuff up, use some string, level it out, and get a good visual. So I ended up using the laser at night. It was too hard to see during the day. Made it way easier, but it takes time, you gotta plan ahead. So now I got my pink string. We'll string it up and show you how crazy unlevel it is around here. All right, so you guys can tell it is quite a bit higher. Danielle's gonna go look for a tape measure, but down there, I didn't even put the string on the very end because it's pretty much ground level. So you're talking, I'm gonna assume, roughly 1.5 feet up on this side. That's a lot of dirt. And then that's 21. So just from that side to this side is a 3-inch difference. It's a lot of dirt if you really think about it on this big of a span. So the thing is luckily we don't need a pad that far. I overshot it because you want your pad and then it starts to slope out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna find where we want our pad to start, and then we'll go to the string, we'll measure down and say it's 6 inches. We'll come over here and mark down 6 inches and we'll know where that line is, and then you can make it lower from where you want the pad, if that makes sense. If not, it might make sense. If not, keep watching. So we got a 25-foot tape measure, which is perfect. It's 24. So from the front of the string to here is 24 foot, which is almost to the front of the deck. All right, I'm trying my best to show you. What we did was got the tape measure. We did 12 feet out from the center, sprayed all the way around, and then hopefully, as you guys can see, you can see it on the ground. It's gonna go away. It's dirt, it's paint on dirt, it won't last. But now I'm gonna show you what I meant by measuring down. So what we did was we went to the end of the circle, went to the string, we measured down, it was 11 inches. So if we're going down to the ground, we came to the string, we went down 11 inches and then measured from there down to the dirt, and it was 9 inches. That means we need 9 inches of slope filled up. A lot better than 18, 21. Oh, yeah. So we do know you have to slope it further out on each side, but to get started, we only need roughly 9 inches of dirt on this side. Over there, it's gonna be a little different, and all the way around because it's not level. But if we get it here, and we'll move the strings down once it's a little bit closer, it's gonna make a lot more sense. All right, we need a ton of dirt, and luckily, Jeremy already dug some up. We're gonna use this. right, I don't know how many trips that was, like 10 or so. I don't know. It took me probably 20-ish minutes. It was going well until... Alright guys, so after thinking and Danielle and I talking and figuring everything out, you guys can tell the pad normally was gonna be right there, and we moved it over just a hair that way. We're talking 6-7 feet. So if you see these posts, don't worry about it. It'll make a lot of sense later. But now, since I needed backup getting dirt, let's get it level. Alright guys, guess what happened again? Tractor broke again. I know, it's been breaking for a long time, but we gotta get this done. I gotta figure it out. I'm just, at this point, I don't know what else to do. I'm just gonna use the machine. Don't care if it's working correctly. I'm just at that point, I want that pad finished. So I don't even care if the eyes look like a pug, dog eyes, where it's kind of one way, one the other. Hey, I don't care where that tractor's looking. I just want this done. I just don't think there's words to describe how little I care about this tractor at this point. It has been the worst thing ever. I highly do not recommend the Mahindra 1640. And what year was that? 2020? I think it was made through the pandemic. They did a terrible job. It's garbage. I don't care. But at the end of the day, it could blow up. I don't care. The main thing is, how do I spread this dirt out without a tractor? Let's just figure it out. You just do what you gotta do. I'm gonna use a shovel. It just happened the day Trevor didn't come to work. It was a lot of manual labor. Trevor, you got lucky today. Alright y'all, so this is the bar I just took off. It is junk, and I bought this stabilizing bar, which is not meant for this, but hey, neither is a bent bar. So I just bought this from Tractor Supply and some bolts and stuff. I tried other ways. I don't know what else to do. I can't wait to order a part. I just gotta get it done. All right, unfortunately these bolts don't fit because of the way the hole is. So what I'm gonna do is I cut off these pieces from the original bar since it's already messed up. I'm gonna try to stick it through like that and then put it in, see what happens. This bar right here, you can extend from 20 inches out to 36. Luckily, we need 36, so I'm gonna extend this, try to put it on. Now, we're gonna try to make it straight. Alright, so I think it's gonna hold.
Strong work.
Just do what you can. You get frustrated, take a break, figure it out. Just went to Tractor Supply, not the right part. We use a stabilizing arm as a steering arm. Who gives a shit as long as it works? All right, guys, there was absolutely nothing that was gonna stop us today. It seemed like every obstacle. The tractor broke 3 different times, and you just keep working. Yeah. This is not 100% level. We know that. It's not perfectly graded. It's not a perfect pad. But to get this far with all the obstacles and everything going on, I feel very accomplished. Yeah. We always preach, and some people talk trash about it. If you want something bad enough, you will make it happen. And I think this video is definitely proof that we want to build our dream house. We want to build our own stuff. We want to do as much of it that we can ourselves instead of hiring it out. I hated buying dirt when we have dirt here, but it's just what we needed to do. When we need to do something like that, we will. Other than that, we want to do it ourselves. And it truly just shows if you want something bad enough, you make it happen. And that's what we're going to do. And I think we need another dump truck load. I think we'll spray with water, kind of let it pack in good. We'll go again because you got to have dirt on the outside of it and slope it down, and then we got to check grade. So I am very happy with this. It absolutely sucked. It was terrible, but the end result is we got what we wanted, and that's all that matters.